All right, so we come to number 6, and I see an equal sign, another equal sign, and another equal sign, and then my answer choices are all functions of the same variety. So without looking at vocabulary, I can think graph and match. So let's look at vocabulary and confirm that. So for the quadratic function f, the solutions to the equation f of x equals 0 are x equals 7/5 and x equals negative 2 over 3. And then I have these wonderful functions that will form a parabola. So I'm going to graph and match. Without even talking about what I'm looking for, I'm just going to start graphing and matching, which is something you can do. So I think graph, and match. And that gives me, because I can actually graph this equation and graph this equation. So let me clear my board here. And I'm going to open my calculator. And I'm going to choose my Desmos calculator, which is the one we're using in class. All right, so in my line right here, I can actually put x equals 7 over 5. So x equals 7, I can do divided by 5. Okay? And that graphs this line right here. And then I can also do x equals negative 2 divided by 3. And that graphs the blue line. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit so that I've got a little more space between these. And you can see the x-axis is right here. And if I click on those twice, those intersection points twice, they put the coordinates there for me. Now I'm going to move back over here and we're going to look at the vocabulary. So the vocabulary says we want solutions. The solutions. So when we talk solutions, we remember R, O, X, and S. Now ROXS rocks. When I see quadratic functions with this thing, I think rocks. So this is roots. This is actually zeros. And this is x-intercepts. And I'm just going to put INT and solutions. Now the reason we think rocks and we put all these together is because these are all actually referring to the same location on the graph. In this case, we've used the word solution. I'm looking for x-intercepts. So solutions, x-intercepts. Zeros, x-intercepts. Roots, x-intercepts. So in this case, they've given us the word solution, so I'm looking for these guys right here, these two x-intercepts. All right, so I'm going to clear my screen. Now what I want is one of these equations to cross and intersect where these two lines, these two x values that I've created, cross the x-axis. So I'm going to put them in. Go back to my mouse. So my first answer choice says I can do f of x, type exactly what I see, equals 14x. And the shortcut for squared is shift 6, and then I put a 2. Okay, arrow over, plus 11x minus 15. And you'll notice that's the green line, but it does not share an x-intercept with my red and my blue. So this is not going to be my answer. It crosses at two different places. So I'm going to try answer choice B. Answer choice B says f of x, or f parentheses x, close parentheses, equals 15, 15, x, shift 6, put a 2, arrow over, minus 11x, minus 14. And that's a purple line, and you'll notice these guys share the x-intercept, or they share solutions. So the function for which x equals 7 over 5 and x equals negative 2 over 3 share the x-intercepts is 15x squared minus 11x minus 14, because they intersect at the x-intercepts. They share that x-intercept. If you remember to do this, you'll get these questions right every time.